You're going to make the rest of us look like a lot of sharecroppers in those new uniforms.
Well, they're nothing special.
Out here, anything that's new and not faded is something special, including what's inside the uniforms, too. Oh, genuine coat hangers. This is what we use out here, in case you run short. Glad you brought some of your own clothes. When you're off duty or on a Sunday, wear them. Boys get awful sick of seeing nothing but uniforms. Here's some towels. I'll see you down at the club when you're finished. No hurry.
Kate? I heard on the ship that this unit was due to be moved up to Guadalcanal soon. I was just wondering if you knew when that would be.
Oh, that won't be for quite a while yet. They've still got an awful lot of mopping up to do. Your husband was killed on Guadalcanal, wasn't he?
Yes.
Whenever a new worker gets sent out here, I get a pretty complete file on them beforehand. I know an awful lot about you, Lee. Except for one thing. Why did you join up?
Well, I was alone. I thought maybe I could help in some way.
Could have helped in Washington or Pittsburgh or London. Why did you do everything to be sent out to this area? I want you to know, Lee, that I tried very hard not to have you sent out here. I figured you were coming on some sort of a pilgrimage.
I'll do my job.
I hope so. Just remember, we've got thousands of boys here, and each one has a problem. Or will have. And that's what we're here for, to help them. Our personal troubles are only secondary. Well, I see by your file you play a mean piano, speak French, and paint. You're going to be a very busy girl.
I want to be.
See you at the club.
Teaches a French class?
Yeah, I saw her around here a minute ago. Yeah, there she is. She's over there playing chess.
Thanks.
Came in there about the third day after.
Say, I was a little late in joining the French class, so I was wondering, after you closed up tonight, you and I...
I'm sorry, we're not allowed to date enlisted men. It's against military regulations in this area. They just won't let us.
Lady, I don't want a date. I want a lesson. Catch up with the rest of the class. Maybe get a little ahead of them. What do you say?
Lover boy, go get yourself a donut.
I'm sorry he interrupted. You were saying that
You asked about the canal, and I was saying my outfit came in on the third day, and...
You didn't happen to know a lieutenant by the name of Ashley? Howard Ashley? He was with the 1st Parachute Battalion.
Ashley. Ashley.
My husband.
It's tough, I'm sorry. No, I didn't know him. My outfit was right next to the first chutes on the ridge.
Bloody Ridge?
Is that where he got it?
13th of September.
It was a rough day.
What was it like?
Rough.
Well, if you do meet anybody who knew my husband, I'd appreciate it very much if you
I've
would...
got a friend who was with the first shoots. He's still in the hospital on Guadal. His name is Eustace Press. Sounds like a publishing firm, doesn't it? You could write to him and...
Lee, could I see you for a minute, please?
Well, writing isn't very satisfactory. Maybe I could see him when we move up there. Excuse me.
That raider outfit that took Randova's docking here tonight because they've got some wounded on board.
Well, I thought they flew the wounded in days ago.
These are last-minute casualties, and the Navy nurses are short-handed, and they've asked us to help. So you and Helen and Joni come down with me.
Well, Kate, if you don't mind, I'd just as soon stay here. I won't be any good at it. I have a revulsion to accidents and people who've been hurt. It sort of does something to me.
Sort of does something to all of us. That's why we take turns. The Jeep is outside my office. You go over to the hospital with him. Here you are, kid.
Oh, thanks a million, Kate, for coming down. Without you and the girls, we'd have been swamped.
That's all right.
How you doing, fella?
Mister, I'm sure you're a good man, but couldn't you give me a girl to walk along beside me or
Now,
something?
I know you're feeling better.
How about me? Will I do?
You certainly will. Just cackle for me. I want to hear some female cackle. Go ahead. Talk.
Where are you from?
Massachusetts.
Clear up passage for that credit.
A little more slack. A little more. A little more slack.
Louis, did they take Peckinpah ashore yet?
He's on the hook now, Chaplain.
Hello, Chaplain.
Kate, hello.
Good to have you back. Anything we can do for you?
Well, I need a lot of help, but we can talk about that later. For the moment, would you just take care of Sergeant Peckinpah here?
Sure we will. How you doing, fella?
Fine, ma'am.
Who's the CO of this outfit?
Colonel Black. There he is now, just coming up to the railing. Don't worry, Sergeant. You're in mighty good hands. I'll see you at the hospital as soon as we get the men off the ship. Corporal, I'll see you at the hospital, okay?
Reveille in the boondocks tomorrow.
Take it easy, Sergeant. We'll give you a great coming out party. Here's some more cigarettes for you. Please. Please. Johnny. Here. Stay with this man. Well, you're not doing much good standing around here.
Sorry, Kate. It just seems horrible and stupid to me. These men are suffering, and you give them small talk, candy, and chewing gum.
What you give them doesn't matter.
It's just ludicrous and shocking.
You could give them a paper clip or an old golf ball or your hand to hold for a while.
Well, I'm afraid I'm not...
What's important is that you're here, and you're giving them a little bit of yourself. Come on. Get your feet wet. Those are the fatigue cases.
Come on, Ray, over here. The ambulance is over here, Ray.
Have you seen my family? Talked to my father yesterday. He said they'd be here to meet me.
Come on, Ray, we have to go.
Have a cigarette?
No, thanks, ma'am.
What happened? You shaved too close this morning?
Yeah, and I had a Jap barber.
A little more. A little more.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, I'm sorry. I I forgot to give you some cigarettes.
Never mind. It's enough just to look up and know that somebody gives a damn.
Well, what happened?
Please. See, I was riding my bicycle, and this drunk driver went through this red light.
Yes, I'm terribly sorry. That was a stupid thing to say. It's just that this is the first time I've ever done this sort of thing.
You know something, lady? This is the first time I've ever done this sort of thing.
Would you like me to come out to the hospital and see you?
Sure would, lady. Kind of nice to talk to a soprano again.
Oh, Colonel Bly, I'm Kate Connors, Red Cross Club Director here. Anything special we can do for your boys?
Yes, don't call them boys and leave them alone.
If there are no further instructions, good night. Good night.
Me once, too. Just the same way. I really need it. I'm in St. Louis, see? I gotta get...
Hi, Joni.
Hello, Kate.
Oh, hi, Kate.
Mail.
I'm gonna go by bus.
Bacon in there. Take it out in the kitchen and lock it up.
Where'd you get
I
it?
haven't got to eat, and I'm really busted. Only one thing to do. Gotta find myself a first-class supper. So, I goes into this pool room kibitzing a game. After a while, this guy asked me if I don't want to play for a bid. I tell him I don't know nothing about the game, so he spots me 10 points. I get the break, run the table. You should have seen the look on that pigeon's face.
Eddie!
Kate, what are you doing here? I heard you was in New Zealand.
I was for a while, but Eddie,
Kate,
I
it's
missed
so
you
good to see you.
I didn't know what had become of
Well, I
you.
was going to write to
I
you.
was almost out of my mind.
Why don't you let a guy know?
Oh, Eddie.
Kate, it's...
Oh, geez, Kate, lay off, will you? I ain't no kid no more.
Oh, keep forgetting. Let me look at you. Listen, who do you think came through here last week? Lefty Henderson.
No kidding. Guess who I run into in Pearl? Scotty. He's a fly boy.
Oh, I saw him in New Zealand.
Kate, I want you to meet a couple of pals of mine. This is Paul and Louie.
Good to have you with us, boys.
Hi, Kate.
Happy to meet you. Come on, Eddie, shoot.
Remember the dame I was telling you about that ran the settlement house down in my neighborhood? Well, this is her. This is Kate. Boy, the time she kept me out of reform school.
Huh? Didn't used to miss him like that when you played with me.
I busted my finger. This is liable to cost me $100 a week in civilian life. Maybe I better put in for a pension or something. Say, this is a real nice club.
Préparez-moi de la moutarde.
Oh,
oui, tout de suite, madame.
Kate, who's the blonde job?
Name's Lee Ashley.
She reminds you of Kate. Virgie. Virgie'd look just like that if she'd have grown up.
You want to meet her?
Yeah.
Oh, Lee. Want you to meet an old friend of mine, Eddie Wojcik.
Oh, hello, Eddie.
Hi.
Kate, it's Major Haskins. He thinks he knows where we can get some coat hangers.
Okay, I'll take it in my office. Eddie, have a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. I got some old snapshots to show you. You're going to get such a kick out of them.
You like cream in your coffee?
No, thanks.
I don't think I've seen you in here before, Eddie.
No, I didn't get a pass till today.
So you're an old friend of Kate's, hmm?
Yeah, she's known me since I was a little punk.
Here's the sugar.
She was always kind of watched out after me. She even wanted to adopt me once. I was telling Kate that my sister Virgie would have looked just like you if she'd have grown up. She got burned to death.
Oh, I'm sorry, Eddie.
Just make sandwiches around here?
Oh, no. I play the piano, dance with the boys, teach a French class, go out on sketching trips.
Eddie,
Duke says he found a place where we can get some butterfly rum for $1 a bottle. Come on. Look, well, I better blow. Tell Kate I'll see her later.
All right.
Eddie, here's the one of you and me the time we... Where'd he go?
He said he had to run. Said he'd see you later.
Always has to run. I only wanted to show him these pictures. Here he is when he was 11 years old. And it's his sister.
He told me she was burned to death.
About a year after that was taken. Mother and father, too. Tenement house fire.
Oh, that's horrible.
Well, my spies tell me that Lily has some extra coat hangers. You've never been there, have you?
No, I haven't. I'd love to go, but I've got an awful lot of sandwiches I
Oh, well, one of the other girls will fix it for you. Get your suit. You can go for a swim. Beautiful beach.
All right. Thanks, Kate.